I pissed off journalists, I pissed off family members, I pissed off people that I really enjoyed working with who won't ever work with me again. I just thought it was me dealing with being busy and trying to grow and things that were going on in my environment, but it wasn't. It's bigger than just Chris is a dick. You know, I'm not a drug addict, I don't do drugs. You know, I'm not a super heavy drinker. It was a straight up chemical imbalance. Shit just got pear-shaped in my brain. It really had no rhyme or reason. It just happened. I could be in the best mood ever and all of a sudden, boom, angry and extremely irrational and mean. I felt like I lived in a cloud. I was completely and utterly distracted and I couldn't understand why. I mean, oh fuck. I couldn't stop myself because I was so spiraling. When you're in your own head, you can't get out of your own way. I opened the restaurant I've wanted to in a space that I've always wanted with the food that I've wanted to do. And, you know, I should have been over the top of the moon when this restaurant opened, but I was miserable. Stress of opening a restaurant is normal, and I'm not the only one that has staff shortage. I'm not the only one whose dishwasher breaks. I'm not the only one whose delivery doesn't show up. But those became such monumental things in my mind that it actually became completely debilitating for me. I still had to push through. It's what I was taught. You get burned, you wrap it up, you keep going. You get a cut, you super glue it, you keep going. With this, it's something totally new and it's not physical, I can't see it. I was functioning, just poorly and not clearly. My business partner, Oliver, he recognized that I wasn't the same person anymore. My wife, Tatiana, kept saying to me, there's something bigger going on. Hearing somebody one day at the market say, you know, I heard Chris is bipolar, it hurt. Sometimes you don't know yourself anymore. We don't even need to talk about TV anymore, I'm done with it. I can't even say, I think at this point, all anybody needs to know is, I basically eradicated the nerves in my stomach. If your stomach's in turmoil, your brain's in turmoil. My body wasn't producing serotonin and melatonin. What it ultimately does is just creates depression. My goal in life is to make people happy. If I am not happy, then there's something really fucking wrong. Once I recognized I was able to address it, synthetic and natural herbal versions of melatonin and serotonin. And for a little while, I talked to somebody because I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. Once I got a balance, I felt like a very different person. It really hurt to realize that that's like the way I was behaving, and holy fuck, is that really what I was like? It was really hard for me to talk about it. I called some people just kind of communicate what's going on, and some people heard me, some people didn't want to hear me. Everybody's out there and they'll be the first person to say, oh man, I totally fucking broke my ankle. You should see these x-rays and it's gross. I've got pins and plates, but nobody wants to admit that they have anxiety or they have depression. A lot of people, it's embarrassing. It's taboo to discuss, and everybody thinks all of a sudden that you're gonna go, you know, I'm gonna be institutionalized, I'm gonna end up on the 8th floor. You know what? I'm petrified of what people are gonna say. I don't want people coming up to my wife saying, oh, I'm so sorry, your husband's crazy. You know, I mean, people have been telling her for years, I'm so sorry you married him, he's fucking crazy. And I don't want my family to feel put out. I am who I am. I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm very loud. That's never going to change. I'm still the same obnoxious, pain in the ass, but I'm not crazy. Coming out of this, I feel like it's more of a rebirth of me inside myself. Being comfortable with myself again, being comfortable in my own skin. I can see the positivity around me. I can really focus on the things that are good.